Montmorency was in it all, of course. Montmorency was their dog, pet dog, and he was all there during this all discussion and searching and packing and all. So he was there. Montmorency's ambition in life is to get in the way and be sworn at. How funny it is. Montmorency's ambition of his life is to get in the way and be sworn at, is to get in between some of the work and then to be sworn at. To be sworn at is to be to get scolded. So it was its life's ambition. If he can swim in anywhere where he particularly is not wanted and be a perfect nuisance and make people mad and have things thrown at his head, then he feels his day has not been wasted. Means the dog was like the owners. He too had an ambition of his life to be sworn at, and if he could swim in anywhere where he particularly is not wanted, a place where he was not needed, if he could swim there. Swim is to move one's body side to side as if he is nervous. Swim. Like not moving perfectly, walking perfectly, but rather walking in a way as if one is ill or depressed. So, if he could swim in anywhere where he particularly is not wanted and be a perfect nuisance and make people mad and have things thrown at his head, then he feels his day has not been wasted. Means he loved all these things, that to be scolded, to be things thrown at his head, things like that he was fond of. You can see the picture also here. So this was the type of the dog. To get somebody to stumble over him and curse him steadily for an hour is his highest aim and objective of life. And when he has succeeded in accomplishing this, his conceit becomes quite unbearable. His conceit means pride in himself. His pride in himself becomes quite unbearable. Unbearable means had no limits. अताक गर्व महसूस अनुभव करता था वो, जब वो किसी को परेशान करे या उसे घंटों तक कोई कर्स करे, गालियां दे, यही उसकी लाइफ का हाईएस्ट एम और ऑब्जेक्टिव था. और अगर इसमें वो सफल हो जाता तो उसके खुशियों का कोई ठिकाना नहीं रहता था. He came and sat down on things just when they were wanted to be packed. When the things were needed to be packed, he came and sat on the things. And he labored under the fixed belief. Labored under the fixed belief means he had a firm belief in his mind that whenever Harris or George reached out their hand for anything, whenever they spread their hand to pick something or anything, it was his cold, damp nose that they wanted. He had the belief, Montmorency had the belief, that whenever Harris or George stretched their hand for something, that something was only his cold, damp nose, what they wanted. So he put his leg into the jam, and he worried the teaspoons. Worried means disturbed the teaspoons, and he pretended that the lemons were rats and got into the hamper and killed 3 of them before Harris could land him with a frying pan. As on the previous page, you have seen the picture. So here it says that he put his leg into the jam and he worried the teaspoons and he pretended that the lemons were rats. He showed as if the lemons he saw were not actually lemons but they were rats. So he got into the hampers after the lemons, thinking them rats, and killed 3 of them before Harris could land him with the frying pan due to his anger.